Hi everyone, it's Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a full body workout for you on the reformer. We are going to use a dowel and a box for props. We're going to start off with the dowel right away. The first half of class is going to be push-pull, so upper body. Second half of class, we'll be using the box on the side of our reformers for a full body workout. And then we're going to start with 2 heavy springs on your reformers. Your foot bars can just stay where they're at. Doesn't matter if they're up or down. And then if this is too heavy for you, you can always go to a heavy and a medium spring instead of the 2 heavies. We're going to sit on our reformers facing our straps with our dowels in our hands. Legs are going to go straight through your shoulder blocks. If you need to rotate your shoulder blocks so your legs fit nicely through them, you can. If this doesn't feel comfortable to go long legs, you can go crisscross legs instead if that does feel better. And then we're going to take the straps off of the pegs. You are either going to go long loops or short loops around your dowel. The long loops are going to be lighter, short loops are going to be heavier. And then if you do scoot your butts further back on your reformers, technically it is going to be a little heavier. So that's up to you how far back you scoot. All right, we're going to sit up nice and tall on top of your sits bones. My hands are on the outsides of the straps, palms are rotated to the floor, and I have the dowel right now just about belly button height. We're sitting up nice and tall. On an exhale, I'm going to bend my elbows wide, pull my dowel into my chest, and then I'm going to inhale, extend my arms back out. They're going to go back down about belly button height. So exhale, pull, and then inhale as we extend. So just rowing slightly up every time we pull back. And I am giving my shoulders a little pinch together. So exhale, pull, pinch, inhale, extend, exhale, pull, inhale, extend. Things sitting up just nice and tall. Again, right on top of your sits bones. Okay, I'm going to go for 3 more. 2, and then last one. Okay, when we come back, we're going to pause. We are going to rotate our palms up towards the ceiling. We're going to stay sitting up nice and tall. The dowel is going to be about belly button height. Now, on an exhale, we're going to just pull in as far as we can towards our belly. And then we're going to inhale, extend the arms out. So exhale, pull in towards your belly, and inhaling as you extend back out. Think lats are really engaged here. So those muscles that run up and down the sides of your back. Again, we're keeping our spine just in the same position the entire time. Pull as far in as you can. Inhale as we extend the arms back out. Okay, I'm going to go for 4 more here. And then last one. Okay, now once we extend, we're going to pause. Palms are going to stay rotated up to the ceiling. We're going to do bicep curls on an exhale or curling in. Inhale to extend, exhale, curl, inhaling as we extend. Think elbows are just going to stay in the same position the entire time. It is a controlled curl and a controlled extension. So think working both in as we curl and then working as you go out. Okay, I'm going to do 4 more curls here. 2. And then last one. Okay, when I curl, I'm going to extend my arms, pause. We are going to take off just the right strap. You're going to keep the left strap on, and then you are going to slide it to the right side. Now, we're going to go to just a medium spring on your reformer. Everything else comes off, and we're gonna sit to the left side of our reformers. When we sit off to the left side, again, it's gonna be up to you if you go long loop or short loop. Long loop, again, is lighter. Short loop is heavier, and then again, the strap should be by your right hand. We're gonna step our left foot forward, right foot back. Now, if you want this heavier, you can step a little further back towards your foot bar. Lighter, walk a little further forward. My carriage is already pulling out just because I do want it a little heavier when I step back. Now, think more of the weight is going to be in your right hand. Your left hand is just holding the dowel to assist. So you're not trying to use both arms to pull. Think you're going to bend your elbows wide again, pull the dowel up to your chest. Light left hand, heavy right, and then inhale as you extend back down. So row up, and then again inhale as we extend back down. So again, the idea is that the most of the work is coming from the right arm. The left hand is just really working to hold the dowel. So I want to think more unilateral work here. Exhale, pull wide. Inhale, extend again, just keeping my wrists long the entire time. Okay, we're gonna go 3, and then last one. Okay, then we're gonna flip our palms back up to the ceiling. Again, if you want it heavier, step a little further back. I'm gonna have it about like belly button height, maybe a little lower. I'm gonna think more weight in my right arm. I'm gonna pull into my rib cage as far as I can, and then inhale, extend. So in again to the ribs, and then extend. Again, I just have a very light left hand here. Trying to get more of that work in the lats. Again, if you want it heavier, step back. Exhale, pull, inhale as we extend. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 more here. 2, and then last one. Okay, now when I extend, I'm gonna pause. I am gonna step a little further forward for this one just because it's bicep curls, and I know I'm gonna need it a little lighter. So on an exhale, I'm gonna think most weight in my right, inhale, extend. If you wanna be like me, you can just almost like set the dowel in your left palm, go long fingers, and that way you really know, I have to step further forward, that your right arm is working. Curl, extend, curl, extend. Okay, let's just do 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Okay, strap is gonna come off. We're gonna hang it up. We're just gonna set the dowel off to the side. If you wanna set yours on your reformer like me, you can. We're gonna change to a heavy spring instead of the medium, and we're gonna stay just standing on the floor. Again, this is a push-pull, so now we're gonna move into the push. Now, if your reformer is closer to the floor, unlike mine, mine's higher off the floor, and you want to go on all fours and do a 4-point kneeling, maybe put a yoga mat down or something down for your knees and your hands, you can. Just because if it's closer to the floor, this is going to be super far for you to bend down. If yours is higher, like mine, or even higher, you should be fine to stand. But if you need to go on all fours, go on all fours, probably lay a mat down. So we're going to say left foot forward, right foot back. Right hand is going to go onto the shoulder block. I'm going to take my left hand to my left knee, bend my left knee, and my right leg is going to be long. We're going to do push-ups here. So again, the further forward now, the heavier this is going to be. My right elbow is wide. I'm going to push out wide, press, push out, elbow goes wide as we come back in. Exhale away, inhale back. Push, wide, push, and wide. Again, if you need to do this on your hands and your knees, you can drop down. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to stand back up. Now we're going to rotate, so we're facing the foot bar this time. This is the last one was push. This is pull now, so we're going to work lats, triceps. And then this time I'm going to go right foot forward, left foot back. And then same thing. If we step further forward, this is going to be heavier on your hands and your knees if you need to get down. Elbow is narrow this time. You're going to press straight back, bend your elbow, press, and bend. It's a pretty small movement here, so more triceps and lats. Exhale, press, bend. I'm keeping my right knee bent, left leg long. 5, 4, trying to keep my shoulders in the same position. 3, 2, 1, and then relax. All right, we're gonna stay on this heavy spring. We're gonna stand up. We're gonna end up with our dowels again, kneeling on our reformers, facing our foot bars. When we kneel, if you don't feel comfortable kneeling, sit on your butt rather than on your knees. If you feel comfortable, you can sit back on your heels first, grab your shoulder block, or grab the straps off of the pegs. Again, for arms, long loops, light, short loops are going to be heavier for your arms. And then again, if you feel comfortable, we'll end up sitting on our knees. Palms are rotated to the ceiling first. Elbows are bent into your ribs. We're about belly button height with the dowel, and we're gonna sit up very carefully. Feet up against the shoulder blocks. On an exhale, you're just gonna reach your arms out and slightly up, and then in and slightly back down towards your belly button. Exhale out, inhale back. Push and in, exhale, push, inhale back. Okay, we're gonna do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm just gonna rest my dowel down, rotate my palms to the floor. Straps are under your arms. Elbows are gonna bend wide. The dowel is at your chest this time. We're gonna push out for chest press, wide. Exhale, push, bend wide. Ooh, this heavy spring feels heavy today. Exhale out, inhale, bend wide. Okay, let's do 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sit back on your heels. We're gonna take our hands right next to each other on the inside of the dowel. We're gonna carefully take the dowel overhead, and then I'm just gonna do a small hinge forward. The dowel is gonna go behind our backs, and then elbows are right in by our temples. Tricep extensions. We're gonna exhale, extend, inhale, bend, exhale, extend, inhale, bend. Keep going. Okay, we'll do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna carefully just take the dowel out from in front of me. It's just gonna go behind. I'm gonna take technically, if we're kneeling on our reformers, it is the right strap off, so the left strap is gonna stay on. You're gonna go back to a medium spring, take off your heavy, sit to the left side, so opposite side that we were at before, and then the strap is gonna go right next to your left hand. Again, if you go long loop, it's gonna be a little lighter. Short loop is gonna be a little heavier for your arm. I think I used a short loop on the last side. Okay, palms rotated to the floor, right foot forward this time, left foot back. If you want it heavier, step a little further back. Okay, the dowel is about belly button, maybe hip height right now. We're gonna roll up, elbows wide, and extend. Again, we're gonna try to get most of the work in the left side and not the right. So think the right hand is just holding the dowel. It is not pulling in. Exhale, row up. Inhale, extend. Try to keep your shoulders down and out of your ears. Okay, we're gonna do 4, 3, and then last one. Okay, rotate your palms up towards the ceiling. Again, think a light right hand. If you want this heavier, which I do, I'm gonna step a little further back. You're gonna pull elbows in towards your ribs as far as you can go. Extend into your ribs and then extend. So again, I just have like my fingers barely resting on the dowel with my right hand. Left side working to pull and extend. I'm going to go 4, 2, 1, and then return. Okay, again, I'm going to want to step a little further forward just because I know this is much heavier for bicep curls. So when you're ready, exhale, curl, inhale, extend. Again, think light right palm. Most of that work is in the left side. And if you're not right arm dominant, this side is usually a little more challenging. Okay, I'm going to do 4, 2, 1. Okay, pause. You're going to hang that strap up onto the peg. We're going to go to that heavy spring. Again, this is going to be our push-pull when we're standing. If you need to go hands, knees, put your mats down again, go onto your hands and your knees. The left hand is going to go onto the shoulder block. The further forward you are, so the closer you are to your straps, the heavier this is going to be. I'm going to go left leg long, right knee bent. So I'm in a lunge if you're standing, and then try to fold forward towards the floor as best as you can. Left elbows wide, we're going to push out, bend wide, push out, bend wide. So it's like single arm push-ups. I'm trying to keep my shoulders in the same position the entire time, so I'm not using my torso to push. It is just that left arm out, wide, out, wide. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and in. Okay, we're gonna stand up, we're gonna rotate around, we're gonna take our right hand on the shoulder block, left foot forward, right foot back this time, bend your left knee, elbow is slightly bent in towards your ribs, and then little tricep extensions here. Again, they're not gonna be super big, so push to a straight arm, little bend to your right elbow, push, little bend to your right elbow. That should be a lot of work in that tricep. I'm just going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring it all the way back in. Take your dowel, just set it off to the side. We're going to kneel on our reformers facing our foot bars. We will stay on this heavy spring. The feet are going to be up against the shoulder blocks. Hands are going to be wide on your foot bar, and my chest is over my springs rather than over my foot bar. We're going to push our knees out into a kneeling plank. Hold your neutral position of your pelvis. We're going to do 10 wide push-ups here. Bend wide, push, wide, and push. Again, 10 wide. You can make them big, you can make them small. That's up to you. Okay, I have 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna bring our carriages all the way back in. Okay, we're gonna step off to the side, and then we are going to put our foot bars all the way down for this last one. I would suggest staying on this heavy spring, but if it is too heavy, you can always do a medium spring. We're gonna do push-ups again, but we're gonna do them on the carriage rather than on the foot bar. So stand as close to your foot bar as you can. Hands are going to go onto the 2 front corners of your carriage. We're going to push our carriage out. I'm going to try to get my chest, obviously it's not parallel to the floor, it's a little further down, but bringing your chest down with your heels anchored. We're going to bend our elbows wide, exhale, push, wide, and push. Now, if you want it heavier, I'm going to add on a light spring with that heavy. You can add on a light spring with your heavy. Wide, press, wide, exhale, press. Okay, I'm going to do 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Now, if you were like me and you added on the light, take it off. You can stay on this heavy, or you could go to a medium spring. We're going to do a little stretch. So we're going to push our carriages out, drop our chest down in between our arms. We're going to hold ourselves here. And then when you're ready, you're going to tuck your pelvis around through your spine to come back in. So again, we're going to inhale, push the carriage out, drop the chest towards the floor, and then we're going to exhale, round to come back in. We're going to do that 2 more times. And then last one here, out and round to come back in. Okay, right hand is going to stay on. Left hand is going to go right in front of your right. You're going to push your carriage out. The idea is you're finding length in the left side of the body, and then you'll round to come back in. So push out, find length in the left side, round through your spine to come back in. We'll do 2 more on that side. And then last one. And then same thing on the left. Both hands left, push out, find length in the right side body, round to come back in. Two. And last one. Okay, take both hands back to each corner of your carriage. We're going to push out 1 more time. Again, drop your chest down towards the floor. Hold. And then we're going to round, come back in. 1 vertebrae at a time. We're just going to roll our spines all the way up. We're going to give our shoulders a little roll back. We can just get rid of our dowels. We are going to go onto just a single heavy spring, and then the rest of class will be on our box for our full body series. So once you get that heavy spring on, we're going to go ahead, grab our box. It's going to stay on the floor for the rest of this class. We're just going to set it down. The front of the box here, we're going to pull forward so it's going to be like right in line with the edge of our headrest. Spring, we're going to sit on our boxes and we're going to face the foot bars. Now, when we sit down and we face the foot bar, we're going to be towards the edge of the box. I'm going to grab the strap that's right next to me. We are going to start with the long loop. Before you do anything, we're going to lie down first. It's just easier to get into this position. So I'm going to scoot my butt like almost all the way to the edge. I'm going to lie myself down onto my box, legs tabletop. And then my strap is going to go onto the arch of my left foot. And I'm just going to scoot my butt just a little further forward so it's right at the edge. Now, if you don't have resistance on your rope right here on your strap, you should probably scoot your box just a little further forward so you have resistance. My left hand is going to stay on my side holding onto my box, and we're not really going to worry too much about neutral spine for this series today. Right hand is going to go behind our heads. Both legs are just tabletop. I have mine about sits bones away from each other. Again, don't worry too much about neutral. Right elbow wide, I'm going to exhale, push my left leg out away from me, and then I'm going to inhale, bend to come back in. So I'm going to exhale, push out, and then inhale back in. So right now, we're working the leg, but for this series, the focus is going to be more on the core rather than the leg. That's why we don't have our springs heavier than what we have them at. Exhale, push, inhale back. So again, it shouldn't be too challenging for legs here. Eventually, we'll add in more legs when we change positions on the box. Okay, we're gonna add in the right leg. So my left leg is in, my right leg is out, right leg in, left leg out. It is an exhale to push the left leg away and inhale to bring it back in. When I exhale to push, I'm gonna think I'm engaging my right obliques to go into the tabletop position with my right leg. Exhale, push, inhale back. We're gonna go 4, 3, 2, last one. Now we're gonna add in a little rotation. So right leg in, left leg out. When my left leg comes in, I'm gonna extend my right leg, rotate towards my left knee. So right elbow to the left knee, you don't actually have to get it there. And then we're gonna go center as we push the left leg out, bring the right leg in. So I'm gonna inhale to rotate, exhale to push center. Inhale, rotate, exhale to push center. So think your main focus on your rotation is really just to get your right shoulder off of the box. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, feel free if you want to hug your legs in. If you feel comfortable with your heads going back, you could let them go back. Otherwise, you can always take your head into both hands. And then we're gonna do the same series, but it's gonna be with straight legs this time. So left leg is gonna start straight up to the ceiling, right leg tabletop again, right hand behind your head. Exhale, we're gonna pull the left leg down towards the floor. We inhale to hinge, exhale, pull, inhale, hinge. Keep that right elbow wide. Okay, we're gonna do 3, 2, and then last one. Now we add in the right leg. So right leg long. When we pull the left leg down, we exhale to kick the right leg up. Again, I'm gonna think exhale. I am engaging my right obliques to kick, and inhale back. 3 more. 2 and 1. Now this time, right hand is going to come out from behind your head. You're going to reach your fingers to your toes for your rotation. When you come down, I'm going to reach my right arm behind me. Right leg should be up, left leg should be down. When the left leg is up, we rotate. Inhale, come up with the left leg. Exhale to pull down. Again, I'm reaching my right arm behind me every time I pull. My left leg down. 4, 3, try to get your right shoulder off. 2, 1, and relax. Okay, we're gonna take the strap off of our foot. We're gonna sit ourselves up. We are gonna keep this strap, and then we're gonna stand up, rotate towards our box. And now we're gonna just pull the box a little closer. So right now, it's gonna be about in line with my shoulder blocks. And then we're gonna go into some arm and some lower body / like balance work. So if you go long loop, it is lighter. Short loop is heavier. My left foot is gonna go on top of the box, and then my right foot is just gonna stay behind me on the floor. So when we stand up with the left foot, I'm just gonna pull my right elbow into my ribs, and then I'm gonna extend and come back down. I'm actually gonna push my box just a little further back to get a little more, actually closer to me. Step my foot back to get a little more range of motion. Okay, step up, pull in, and then extend. If you want to, you can choke up on your strap a little more. I'm gonna grab like right where my rope is. So elbow into the ribs when we stand, extend when you come down. Elbow into the ribs when you stand, extend when you come down. My palm right now is rotated in towards my body. Think the left leg is doing the work to get you up, and then is carefully bringing you down. Elbow into the ribs, carefully come down. Exhale up, inhale down. Find balance in that left side. Use your right side for a little extra stability as well. Okay, we're gonna go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna change springs, feel free to hang up your strap for a second. We're gonna go into a light. Now, to start with this light spring, make sure you take off a heavy. Your springs aren't going to feel really heavy, but when we do the second round of glutes, any heavier than a light is gonna feel way too heavy for your legs. So one light, take the heavy off, box stays right where it's at. You're gonna take the strap, kneel on your box, facing the back wall or facing the straps. The long loop is gonna go into the arch of your right foot here. And then you're gonna go into a 4-point kneeling position on your box. So shoulders should be over your hands, hips should be over your knees, neutral position of our pelvis. Okay, stabilize from shoulders and core on an exhale. You're gonna kick your right leg back and up, bend to come back in, press little lift, and then bend to come back in. Eyes are just looking right down at the floor. I'm scooping into my core. So my abdominals are trying to draw in. Think squeeze your booty right where your butt connects to your leg. That's where we want the push to come from, our glute max. Keep tension in your rope the entire time. We're gonna do 3, 2. Now on this last one, we're gonna hold our leg out. I'm gonna dip my toes to the floor, lift straight up, dip straight down, lift straight up. Squeeze your booty. I'm gonna flex my foot too, just to get a little more into my glute max. If you need to get off of your wrists, then you're on your elbows or on your forearms. If you can stay on your wrists, feel free to stay on your palms. Dip, lift, dip, lift. We're gonna do 4, 3, squeeze that booty, 2, 1, and then bend and relax. Okay, strap comes off of your foot. Carefully hang it back up onto the peg. We're gonna pull our box back. So now the back of the box is gonna be about in line with your shoulder blocks here, maybe a tiny bit further forward. Push-ups, you can either stay on this light spring or switch to a medium instead of a light. I'm gonna do a medium instead of a light. Now, if you want this heavier, you could technically scoot your box just a little further towards your straps, further away from your foot bar. So we're gonna go back into 4-point kneeling. Right hand is gonna take the shoulder block next to you. I'm gonna pull my carriage just ever so slightly out so my shoulders are in line with each other, shoulders, hips parallel to the floor. Again, make sure your right elbow is wide and your shoulder's out of your ear. On an exhale, you're gonna push the carriage out with your right arm, bend wide, exhale, push, inhale, bend wide. Now, if you like stability, you could add in your left leg. You could reach it long and you could lift when you push and tap your toes to the floor when you come in. Lift when you push, tap when you come in. That's gonna be harder for everything, your core and your arms. Stability. You don't have to add in your left leg if you don't want to. Exhale out, inhale back. Keep both shoulders out of your ears. Both shoulders and hips stay parallel to the floor. I'm gonna push out for 3, 2, and 1. And in. Okay, once you come back in, you can pause in. We're gonna go ahead, switch to that heavy spring again. Take off your medium, grab your box. It's gonna go to the other side. Again, it starts back towards the end of your reformer, so towards your straps. And then I had like the front about in line with my headrest. You can go a little further forward if you would like. And then once you get your box set up on the floor, we're gonna sit down, face the foot bar, and then you're right at the edge. Okay, grab the strap that's right next to you on your right side. You're gonna lie down first. It is easier to lie down. Okay, make sure you scoot your butts A little further forward here, strap goes on to the arch of your right foot, left hand behind your head, and then just make sure your left hand is holding onto the box for a little extra stability. Okay, once we get here, knees, feet parallel with each other. They're just about sits bone distance away. Again, we're not really worrying about our neutral spine for this first series. I'm gonna exhale, push my right leg out, and then inhale, bend to come back in. Exhale, push, inhale back, just keeping my toes pointed straight up to the ceiling. Exhale out. Inhale, return. Okay, we're gonna do 3, 2, and 1. Now we add in the left leg. So right leg in, left leg out, right leg out, left leg in. It's an exhale to push your right leg away and inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. Again, when I exhale, I want to think I'm engaging my left obliques to help pull my left leg tabletop. Okay, we're gonna do 3, 2, last one. Now we add in our rotation. So the right leg is in, we rotate, left elbow to the right knee, push out center, rotate when the knee comes in. Again, you don't have to bring your elbow to the knee. We're just trying to get your left shoulder off of the box. So we can get into our obliques. 2. Okay, feel free if you want to set your feet down, you could. You can hug your legs in if you feel comfortable with your heads going back. You could let your heads go back. And then we're gonna do the same series next, but with straight legs. So let's curl our chin towards our chest, hand behind the head, right leg goes straight up to the ceiling, left leg just stays in tabletop to start. Exhale, pull the right leg down, inhale, hinge up, exhale, pull, inhale, hinge. Again, just keep that left leg in tabletop the entire time. Okay, we're gonna add in the left leg. So both legs long. When the right leg goes down, left leg goes up, left leg down, right leg up. Okay, we're gonna kick for 2, 1. Okay, pause. Left leg down, right leg up. Take your left hand out from behind your head. Reach your fingers to your toes. Make sure that left shoulder comes up. We're curling, rotating. And then when we pull the right leg down, kick the left leg up, my left hand reaches behind my head. I rotate. I exhale to pull. Inhale, rotate. Three, 2, 1, and take that strap off your foot when you rotate. Okay, sit up. Feel free to just hang your strap up for a second. We are going to pull our boxes just a little further back. Again, it's more like in line with my shoulder blocks here. You can grab the strap off. Again, for these, I choked up, so my hand was right by the strap. My right foot is on the box this time, and left foot is back. And then we have tension in our rope. Left palm is rotated in. When we stand up with our right leg, we pull the elbow into our ribs. We carefully come down. We pull into the ribs, and we carefully come down. Work these at your own pace. One side is definitely a little harder to balance on than the other. Think You're using your right leg to get you up, not your left. So you're not hopping off of your left foot. You're gradually going like heel arch, toe to get up, and then toe arch, heel to get down. Using the right foot to lift, right leg to lower. Exhale up, inhale down carefully. Okay, we're gonna go 3 more. 2 and 1. Woo. Okay, go ahead, hang your strap up. Okay, so box stays in the same position. We have 1 light spring on. We're gonna kneel on our boxes facing the back wall. We're gonna grab the strap off the peg. Long loop goes onto the arch of your left foot, and then back into your 4-point kneeling. Just like before, if you need to get off of your wrists, drop down onto your elbows or your forearms. Okay, 4-point kneeling, stabilize from shoulders to core. You're gonna kick your left leg back and up, and then when you bend to come back in, it should just like hover over the box. Exhale, press, little lift, inhale back. Okay, I'm gonna do 4 more here. Squeeze your booty. 3, 2, and 1. Now hold the leg out, dip the toes down towards the floor, lift straight up. Again, I'm flexing my foot to get a little more into my glute max. Inhale, dip, exhale, lift, inhale, dip, exhale, lift. Feel your booty, feel your hamstrings. I'm gonna do 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, take the strap off of your foot. You have the option, which I am gonna change my spring to go to a medium spring or to stay on the light. Now we pull the box back, so now the back of the box is more in line with your shoulder blocks. Mine is just a little further forward, so it's a little heavier. So again, 1 light or 1 medium. Again, I changed to that medium. Kneel on your box again, hands on the front, knees towards the back. Left hand is on the shoulder block, elbow wide. Your shoulders should be parallel to the floor and level with each other, hips parallel to the floor. Exhale when you push your left arm out, bend wide to come back in. No movement of your torso here. So torso stays still, it's just the left arm pushing, bending wide. Now if you want to, you can extend your right leg behind you. Keep it long. You can lift when you push. You can dip your toes to the floor when you come in. Again, that's going to make it much more challenging on your arm and your core for a little extra stability. I think abs are in. Exhale out, inhale, dip. Okay, I'm gonna do 3, 2, and 1. Okay, relax that leg. We're gonna go ahead, step off of our box, keep a medium spring on, stand right in front of your foot bars. Last thing is a quick stretch. Fold forward, hands on the 2 front corners of the carriage. You're gonna push your carriage out, drop your chest down towards the floor, hold out here, and then we're gonna exhale round to come back in. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, push out, heels anchored, hips back, chest goes down, 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 down. Exhale as you round and you come back in. Last one, inhale away and exhale, round in. Okay, finish rolling your spines all the way up. Give your shoulders a little roll back. We are all finished with that class. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.